Sorry about that. When I get a text message, it just kind of cuts off on me. I'm sorry. So, what Jesus had, when he was just honoring his Father and showing how he loves his Father so much, he was just smiling, looking at me, and I had laid my head down and I said, Jesus, can you just play with my hair? And he played with my hair 7 times. He just rubbed his finger. He just ran his fingers through my hair and let go. And he did it 7 times. And when he did that, I was just had my eyes closed, just enjoying the time with him. And also, he was just, again, like I said, he was just touching my temples, just round and around, just being very affectionate. He was very loving, very affectionate is what he showed me. And then he got serious, and he looked at me, and before that, I should say, as he was caressing my temples, I had looked over to my left, and I saw where he had pierced, where they had pierced him, and it was something that I've always wondered. I would always wonder, do they pierce him in his wrists? Did they pierce him in his hands? I never knew exactly what it was, and he showed me. And when he showed me, I saw his left hand. He showed me that. I grabbed his hand and I started to kiss his fingers, and I felt every part of his skin, fingerprints. I felt every finger rigid print. He was just, it just seemed like calluses, really strong hands. And as he says that me and my father never stop working, he really means it, because he doesn't stop working. It just showed in his hands that he was just, of course he works in ways without his hands, but it was just a meaning for me to see. It was very beautiful. So when he had shown me his hands, and I saw a nickel-sized hole in his hand, it was just so beautiful, and then he got serious, and he looked at me, and he was he looked at me he was just staring at me with sternness, but he was just with love anyway. And he said, I have given you power and authority to overcome these things. And to this day, I'm I don't know what power you have given me. I know you gave me the Holy Spirit, but I don't know exactly what he gave me or what I'm up against. I don't know. So I have not been able to share that, just for random reasons. I get in my way, and there's no excuse. So because of that, if I'm not sharing my dreams, he's not sharing with me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And another thing, in the dream, after he had said that, he had lifted up my shirt. I was wearing a black shirt, and he lifted up to where my liver was exposed, not inside out, but where my stomach was exposed. And he had lifted up his left hand, and he had shown me a staple gun, and then he had pressed it on my liver, and it just went, and I felt okay, that kind of hurt a little bit. And then he went down maybe 2 inches, and he did the same thing. And I'm wow, that was pressure. And then he left. And I looked down, and a bunch of fishes were trying to come towards me. So I got off my bed that was on top of this mountain, and I was going towards the sea or the ocean. It was almost like still waters, and I can see like the white sand on the floor. And the fishes were coming to me, and I grabbed like this beautiful like white betta fish, and it like squirmed its way out of my fingers, and I found myself almost falling in. And I immediately held on to some rocks that were near me, and then I got back up, and as I turned around, something had jumped into my lap. It didn't seem evil, but it was something that had jumped into my lap, and it was like warm and fuzzy to the touch, almost like a dog jumping into your lap, a really big dog. And then I just crawled up that way. I didn't even like bother to even look to see what it was. And then my dream ended. So I really believe that is what Jesus wanted me to share because of the message. By the way, I stopped having liver problems. So he had, in my dream, he had delivered me from some liver issues that I guess I wasn't really supposed to have, and he fixed that problem for me. So he's just an amazing God. But anyway, it's getting a little dark. My girls are asleep. It is extremely hot. I had taken them to the movie theaters for the first time. They loved it. And we saw Elemental. I guess I had the choice of Elemental and The Little Mermaid, but I'm not all about mermaid stuff like that. So I took them to where, somewhat is about the Lord, I guess, is the elements of water and fire, that can't mix. And I'm like, oh, that seems something I can take my kids to. So anyway, before I freak some people out, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I was just kind of like crying before this video because I'm just always alone. This walk is it's uncomfortable, and it's my cross is heavy, and it's very lonely, very quiet. The narrow path. It's not. There's a reason why not a lot of people choose it, But I live by faith every day. I don't know what my days will look like every day. I just go where the Lord tells me. I've been seeing that. Oh my gosh, look. Now, I have been seeing the number 33 every day, and it could be about like 7 times, 5 times a day. And when I look it up on Strong's Concordance, I hope you guys saw that. I don't know how to flip my phone here, but anyway, the time says 8:33. So I'm always seeing the number 33 everywhere. Now, I'm 33 years old, it's just really weird. So when I look it up on Strong's Concordance, it says, come. So I'm like, every time I see it, I'm like, where are we going? Where am I going? I'm always looking around apartments, and I'm actually around apartments right now, and I'm just like, I call and I try to go to these places, and it's just a lot of places don't accept when you don't have 2 to 3 times the rent. Don't live in California. But anyway, guys, thank you for seeing this video. I'm glad it's not so long, but I'm gonna just be speaking to the Lord as I drive back to my grandmother's house, and she's not there right now. She went on vacation. So but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the message from Jesus. I know this is something that he wanted you guys to know. People just don't know that someone needs to hear a message. So, but he had said, I have given you power and authority to overcome these things. So anyway, you guys stay blessed, and I will be back. Have a good night. Bye.